Hi, 皆さん、こんにちは. And this is Unit 12 too. In this lesson, we're going to talk about two sentence patterns to add condition to your speech, especially the reverse conditions, like even though something happens, I will still, or like even if this is true, I would still. This kind of reverse condition. So the first sentence pattern here, this one is short form plus noni. This one is even though. Adding a reverse condition. 約束をしたのに、ジョンさんは来ませんでした。約束をしたのに、ジョンさんは来ませんでした。So the first one here, this is the one fact that you made a promise. We had an appointment, 約束をしたのに, but even though we had an appointment, John さん didn't show up. John didn't come. ジョンさんは来ませんでした。日曜日なのに, even though it's Sunday.There is a fact that it's Sunday today. 日曜日なのに学校へ行かなきゃいけません。Even though it's Sunday, I still have to go to school. Maybe there is a cultural day or something. So, noni construction here, basically you can express the idea of like even though this is true. So basically what it expresses that what comes before the noni should be the opposite or should be very different from what you would expect from the fact or assumption before the noni. 約束をした if you made an appointment, you would expect John to show up, but he didn't. So it's contrary to expectation, John didn't come. Sunday, 日曜日, then you would expect that you wouldn't have to go to school, but even though it's Sunday, you have to go to school. So what comes before noni should be something that you would not expect from the situation that's before noni.So the idea of even though, noni, there's like a few patterns. Of course, we can have verb, we can have adjectives, noun adjectives, and nouns as well. So in all of them, you need to use the short form. So for verb, 薬を飲んだ, took a medicine. 飲んだ, that's past short form. I took medicine, even though I took medicine. 全然良くなりません. I'm not getting better at all. 全然良くなりません. adjectives.外はもう暗い dark 暗いのに兄はまだ部屋の電気をつけません Even though it's dark outside, my brother doesn't turn on the lights in his room. For now adjectives, don't forget to keep the な飛行機が嫌いなのに嫌いなのに Even though I don't like airplanes. ヨーロッパへ行かなきゃいけません Even though I don't like airplanes, I have to go to Europe.So you have to take the flight. Finally, nouns. Again, don't forget the na for noun. 冬なのに even though it's winter. 冬なのに So don't make sure you don't say 冬のに Keep the na. 冬なのに今日はとても暖かいです Even though it's winter, today it's very warm. So the short forms will be very important. So if you're not sure of the short form, you can go back to level 1 and unit 8. This is the whole unit about how to make the short forms.Second sentence pattern, this is more of a conditional speech, even if. So reverse condition. This one is the verb and adjective て form plus も. So ても. 明日、雨が降っても野球を練習します。雨が降る make it into て form 降って。降っても even if it rains. It's a reverse condition. Even if it rains, I will still practice baseball.雨が止まなくても This is 止まない turns to て form 止まなくても Even if it doesn't stop raining バーベキューをします We will still do barbecue. So this is the idea of even if or regardless of this happening. This is the reverse condition. So in order to make this even if ても sentences,obviously, you need to make your verb, adjectives, and nouns into て form. So verb て form is 食べる into, for example, 食べても even if you eat 食べても For adjectives, 高い you need it to turn into 高くて that's て form 高くても even if it's expensive. 嫌いな adjectives, this one turns into でも嫌いでも even if you hate something. 雨 This one also takes demo. 雨で that's the te form of noun. 雨でも、学生でも、子供でも, for example. So you can review how to make te forms. You can go back to level 1, unit 6.1. This is the verb te form. For adjectives and noun te forms, you can go back to unit 7.2. Well, there is the positive or affirmative temo, but there is of course negative temo. For example, like 雨が止まなくても, even if it does not stop raining. Of course, there is like negative condition too. To do this, again, you need the short form, negative. So 食べない、食べる turns to 食べない, short negative, 食べない、高くない、嫌いじゃない、雨じゃない, ない form. Once you have the nai form, the conjugation of nai's te form is always the same. なくて、なくて、なくて、なくて。So 食べなくても、高くなくても、嫌いじゃなくても、雨じゃなくても。So these are the nai. You need to, for the negative temo, you need to first make the short negative nai form. So if you're not sure of how to make the nai form, you can again go back to unit A1. This is the verb nai form. And unit A2, you can recap how to make the adjective and noun nai form.